scar in the dirt where the railroad dies, in a town full of ghosts that don't close their eyes. Every window's cracked like a sinner's grin. You can feel that rock crawling under your skin. I came back here with a hollow chest, just a rattling soul in a death wish rest. Got a past that howls when the night gets loud, like a buried truth scratching through the ground. And the wind spills out what I tried to hide. Every sin I buried still alive inside. The devil wears my name when the night comes down, whispers every secret I thought I'd drown. In the mirror's glass I don't see a man, just a shadow shaped like a broken plan. Every step I take leaves a deeper grave. Every breath I steal feels already claimed. I ain't lost, I've been claimed the same by the devil wearing my name. There was blood on the floor of a motel room, and a flickering light singing my doom. I remember her eyes but not her scream, just the silence after like a bad dream. Tried to wash it off in a roadside sink, but the stain sank deeper than I could think. Now the water runs red when I close my eyes, and her voice still hums like a lullaby. And the truth don't bend when it's carved in bone. It just waits for you when you're all alone. The devil wears my name when the night comes down, whispers every secret I thought I'd drown. In the mirror's glass I don't see a man, just a shadow shaped like a broken plan. Every step I take leaves a deeper grave. Every breath I steal feels already claimed. I ain't lost, I've been claimed the same by the devil wearing my name. Oh, met a stranger once on a midnight road. He was dressed like me, even spoke my code. Said, I've been where you're trying to go. Then he smiled like he already knows. He said, you can run, but you can't outride what's been stitched in your bones since the day you cried. Every choice you made carved a deeper chain. Now you wear me too. We're one and the same. And I felt my pulse start to split in two, like the man I was never really knew. Every step I took he was walking too, like a second shadow I couldn't lose. I dug a hole in the dead of night with trembling hands and no moonlight. Said, this is where I'll bury you, but the dirt whispered back, I'll bury you too. Now the sky's gone black like a burned out vein, and the air tastes sharp with the coming rain. I can feel that in breathing down my neck, like a promise I ain't outrun yet. There's a cross of ash where my heart once beat, and a trail of bones underneath my feet. If there's mercy left, it forgot my face, left me locked in time. I can't erase. The devil wears my name when the night comes down, whispers every secret I thought I'd drown. In the mirror's glass I don't see a man, just a shadow shaped like a broken plan. Every step I take leaves a deeper grave. Every breath I steal feels already claimed. I ain't lost, I've been claimed the same by the devil wearing my name. Oh, the devil wears my skin. Oh, the devil while he takes my place. So if you see me walking through your town, keep your head low, don't make a sound, 'cause the man you see ain't who I became. It's just the devil wearing my name. You ever feel like the ground ain't still? Like it shifts just a little right before you fall asleep. I thought it was nothing, just settling wood, old bones. But last night it breathed back. There's a cabin low where the floorboards sag like they're holding weight from a past gone bad. Every step I take makes a hollow sound, like something's alive just under the ground. I tried to ignore it for way too long, just blame the dark, said nothing's wrong. But the rhythm changed when I laid me down, matched my breath and slowed it down. And I froze real still when it stopped with me, like I knew exactly when I'd breathe. There's something breathing under me, through the wood and the dirt and the memory. Every night it gets a little more clear, like it's drawing closer, like it's right here. Hear it drag slow beneath my bed, like it's tracing every thought in my head. I don't move, I don't scream, I just listen to what's under me. There's a hatch nailed shut in the corner floor, wasn't there or I missed it before. Got scratches deep in the rotting frame, like something inside tried to stake its claim. I ran my hand across the grain, felt a pulse that I can't explain. And the nails were bent, not hammered in, like something below tried to push them thin. And the air turned thick when I leaned in close, like it didn't like what I might expose. There's something breathing under me, through the wood and the dirt and the memory. Every night it gets a little more clear, like it's drawing closer, like it's right here. Hear it drag slow beneath my bed, like it's tracing every thought in my head. I don't move, I don't scream, I just listen to what's under me. I remember now, there was something before, something buried beneath this floor. Not by me, but I knew the man, knew the lies, knew the plan. He said, some things don't stay put when they're wrong, they just wait and they grow strong. And I laughed like it was just a tale. Now I hear it dragging its nails, and the boards start to bow in a steady wave, like the house itself became a grave. Every creak lines up with a deeper sound, like it's turning the whole place inside out. Thump, drag, thump, drag. That ain't pipes, that ain't wine, that's something trying to get in. And I hear it whisper through the seams, you're above me, but you're still beneath. Now I don't sleep, I just lay in wait for the moment it decides my fate. Every night it gets closer still, like it's learning me, like it knows my will. And I swear last night the boards gave way, just a crack, then pulled away. I saw something move in the pitch below, and it looked like me. Just wrong, just slow. There's something breathing under me, and it don't need air, it just needs me. Every second feeds what it's becoming now, like it's breaking through. I just don't know how. Hear it call me soft through the broken wood, like it's offering something I understood. I don't fight, I don't flee, I just feel it pulling under me. There's something breathing under me, and it's been there longer than memory. Every lie I told, every truth I hid, feels like something that it always did. If there's God, he don't reach this place, just a hollow depth with no escape. I don't rise, I don't plead, I just sink to what's under me. You hear that? That ain't the floor anymore. It's open, and it's breathing right here. There's a road past the ridge where the fog don't lift, and the lantern swings like a hanging gift. No one lives there, that's what they say, but the light still burns at the end of the way. I was dared as a kid just to walk that line, past the fence where the crosses lean out of time. Heard a voice in the hush of the pines that night, said keep it coming, you're almost right. And the closer I got, the colder it turned, like the dark itself had something to learn. That lantern still burns in the dead of night, through the fog and the guilt and the fading light. Every step I take, it draws me in, like it knows every scar beneath my skin. Hear it crackle low, like a voice half known, from a place I swore I'd never go. I don't stop, I don't turn, I just follow where that lantern burns. There's a cabin there with a crooked frame, and a door that moves like it speaks your name. No wind outside, but it sways and groans like it's breathing slow through hollow bones. I pushed it wide and the fire was lit, though the hearth was cold and the ash unfit. And a chair rocked back like someone just stood, but there ain't no one in that wood. And the lantern dimmed when I stepped inside, like it knew I had nowhere to hide. That lantern still burns in the dead of night, through the fog and the guilt and the fading light. Every step I take, it draws me in, like it knows every scar beneath my skin. Hear it crackle low, like a voice half known, from a place I swore I'd never go. I don't stop, I don't turn, I just follow where that lantern burns. And there's a journal left on a splintered desk, filled with names and a single request. Don't trust the light when it calls you near, but the last few pages just disappear. And I saw my name in a shaking line, written fresh like it was in time, with a date that matched this very night, and a note that read, don't fight the light. And the walls leaned close like they heard me breathe, every shadow moved like it wanted me. And the flame grew tall without a spark, casting shapes that crawled in the dark. I tried to leave, but the door was gone, just the endless glow pulling me on. Every step felt less like it was mine, like I crossed some unseen line. And the lantern spoke without a sound. You were lost before you were found. And Now I stand outside in the drifting gray, watching strangers walk that same old way. I see their fear when the light appears, but it fades real quick when it draws them near. And I try to shout, but no voice comes out, just a silent scream wrapped in doubt. Guess I'm part of what I once outran, just a keeper of the flame. I can't understand that lantern still burns, and now I see it ain't just a light, it's a memory. Every soul it takes leaves a trace behind in the flicker of a broken mind. Hear it whisper low, you're not alone, but it means you're never going home. I don't live, I don't learn, I just stay where the lantern burns. And that lantern still burns, and it always will. Through the hollow dark on that silent hill, every name it takes gets carved in flame, till there's nothing left but a ghost and a name. If there's mercy, it don't shine here, just a glow built out of fear. I don't leave, I return to the fire that forever burns. So if you see that light through the fog one night, don't believe it's leading you right. Don't step close, don't feel that pull, 'cause it don't guide, it just makes you full of every fear you tried to outrun, till you stand there still and become another flame in the lantern that never goes out. There's a house on a hill where the paint's peeled black, and the porch leans low like it won't fight back. Windows stare like they're wide awake, watching every wrong move you make. I was warned as a child, don't go inside, but the door stood open like it wanted me to try. And the air went cold when I crossed that line, like I stepped out of time or out of mind. And the floorboards creaked like a living thing, like the walls themselves could hear me breathe. This house, it breathes when the night comes in, through the cracks in the wood and the weight of sin. Every step I take, it remembers me, like I ain't the man that I used to be. Hear it whisper low through the broken seams, feeding off of my shattered dreams. I don't leave, I don't roam, I just fade in a house that won't let me go. There's a mirror inside with a shattered face, but it shows me whole in a darker place. I see things move when I turn away, like they're waiting for me to stay. There's a clock that ticks, but it don't keep time, just counts every breath like it's a crime. And the deeper I walk, the more I see that the house ain't trapped here, it's trapping me. And the doors all shut when I try to run, like the night itself has just begun. This house, it breathes when the night comes in, through the cracks in the wood and the weight of sin. Every step I take, it remembers me, like I ain't the man that I used to be. Hear it whisper low through the broken seams, feeding off of my shattered dreams. I don't leave, I don't roam, I just fade in a house that won't let me go. There's a voice upstairs calling out my name, but it sounds like me, just not the same. It says, come on up, don't be afraid, like it knows every choice I've made. And I climb those stairs with a heavy chest, like I'm walking straight to my final rest. When I reach the top, there's no one there, just a hanging rope and a broken chair. And the walls start to bend, the ceiling drops, like the house itself don't ever stop. Every breath gets tight, every step feels wrong, like I've been inside here far too long. I tried to break through a window pane, but it showed me back in a pouring rain, standing outside looking in, like I never left, like I never been. And I heard myself from the other side say, you walked in here, but you chose to stay. Now the dust don't settle, it clings to me like a second skin. I can't break free. I see faces form in the peeling walls every time the silence calls, and I feel my pulse in the wooden frame, like the house and I are the same. If I had a life, it's long since gone. Now I just exist where I don't belong. This house, it breathes and I breathe it in, every nail, every board, every hidden sin. I don't know where I end or it begins, just a hollow shell wearing borrowed skin. Hear it laugh in the pipes at night, like it feeds on fear and dying light. I don't run, I don't know if I ever walked out that door. This house don't break, it just rearranges, twist your mind till your soul estranges. Every memory starts to bend, till you don't know where you've been. If there's God, He won't come here. There's no faith left, just fear. I don't live, I don't grow, I just rock where the dark winds blow. So if you find that house on a nameless road, and the door swings wide, like it's been told, don't step close, don't breathe too slow, 'cause once it hears you, it won't let go. And you won't scream, you won't fight, you'll just become part of the night. Inside the walls, where something grows, inside the house that breathes and knows.
There's a creek out back where the water went dry, just a bed of bones and a cracked up sky. Used to run clear when I was a kid, before that night, before what I did. Now the stones sit still like they're holding breath, and the mud's turned black with a taste of death. You can hear it hum if you stand real still, like it's waiting there, like it always will. And the air goes thin when you step too close, like it knows your name better than you know. The creek don't run no more, it just keeps score. Every sin I buried on that broken shore, every word I lied, every truth I killed, still echoes loud in that empty still. Hear it call me back through the hollow ground, like a debt unpaid that I can't outrun. I don't drink, I don't wash, I just stand where the past won't
been scarred, like it's seen me bleed. I don't recall how it came undone, just the silence after. When it was done, there was dirt in my nails and a shaking chest, and a voice in my head saying leave the rest. But the creek went still, like it watched me lie, and it hasn't flowed since that night went by. And the wind died out like it couldn't stay, like it feared what I'd done that day. The creek don't run no more, it just keeps score. Every sin I buried on that broken shore, every word I lied, every truth I killed, still echoes loud in that empty still. Hear it call me back through the hollow ground, like a debt unpaid that I can't outrun. I don't drink, I don't wash, I just stand where the past won't stop. Met an old man once by the dried up bend, with a hollow look like it reached the end. He said, I've been here since the water died, since the truth went under and refused to rise. I said, why don't you leave this place? He just smiled with a broken face, said, you don't walk off what you tie yourself to. Then he turned and his eyes looked through, and I felt that pull in my chest again, like the creek was crawling beneath my skin. Every breath I took felt thick with blame, like the silence itself spoke my name. I went back there late in the dead of night, with a shovel shaking in pale moonlight. Thought I'd dig it up, let the truth be known, but the ground was hard like it turned to stone. Then a crack ran deep through the dried creek bed, and a whisper rose from the buried dead. You don't dig up what you've become. Now I see reflections where there's no rain, in the empty bed of that lifeless vein. Faces flicker in the broken ground, every one of them makes no sound. And I feel my feet sink slow each day, like the earth itself won't let me stray. If there's mercy left, it ain't for me, just a place where the past won't leave. The creek don't run, but it pulls me in through the cracks of time and the weight of sin. Every step I take just feeds that land, like it's carving truth I can't withstand. Hear it whisper low, you're already mine, through the hollow echo of wasted time. I don't fight, I don't stop, I just wait for the final drop. The creek don't run, it just holds the truth of the man I was and the things I do. Every lie I told still breathes down there in the heavy dark of that empty stare. If there's peace, it dried away, left me here where the dead things stay. I don't live, I don't mourn, I just fade where the creek was born. So if you find that bed of cracked up stone, where the water's gone and the past has grown, don't step down, don't linger long, 'cause the silence there ain't ever wrong. And it won't scream loud, it won't make a sound, it just pulls you slow into the ground, where the creek don't run, but it drags you down.
grande demais. There's a creek out back where the water went dry. Just a bed of bones and a cracked up sky. Used to run clear when I was a kid. Before that night, before what I did. Now the stones sit still like they're holding breath, and the mud's turned black with a taste of death. You can hear it hum if you stand real still, like it's waiting there, like it always will. And the air goes thin when you step too close, like it knows your name better than you know. The creek don't run no more, it just keeps going. Every sin I buried on that broken shore, every word I lied, every truth I.
There's a low drum beating in my chest tonight, like a worn out engine barely holding tight. Got a cigarette burn where my past should be, and a trail of ghosts walking next to me. I ain't running fast, just a steady fall. Every mile I take feels like last call. There's a cross in flames in my rearview line, but I never stop, I just take my time. And the night leans in like it knows my pace, like it's got my name in a resting place. I'm on a slow ride to the end of mercy, where the road runs dry and the truth runs dirty. Every heartbeat drags like a chain on stone, and the silence hits like I'm not alone. Hear the tires hum like a funeral song for the man I was that's been dead too long. I don't pray, I don't pretend, I just roll till the bitter end. There's a bar still open past 2 a.m. with a broken sign that just says amen. I walked inside but I ain't feel seen, just a hollow man in a dying scene. Bartender said you look half gone. I said hell, I've been since way back when. He just poured me black and slid it slow, like he knew I had nowhere else to go. And the jukebox played something low and thin, like it scratched at the bones beneath my skin. I'm on a slow ride to the end of mercy, where the road runs dry and the truth runs dirty. Every heartbeat drags like a chain on stone, and the silence hits like I'm not alone. Hear the tires hum like a funeral song for the man I was that's been dead too long. I don't pray, I don't pretend, I just roll till the bitter end. There's a woman's voice in the backseat still, says my name like a wound I can't unfeel. I don't turn around, I don't check the glass, but I feel her breath every mile I pass. She says, you remember that rainy night? I grip the wheel but I don't reply, 'cause I see it clear in the passing lights. That moment frozen, that final sight, and the road goes straight, but my mind bends back to a single choice I can't unpack. Every mile I drive just circles in, like I never left where it all began. 82 beats and everyone drags like a nail in time I can't pull back. Engine hum like a dying breath, counting down to a quiet death. Now the gas runs low and the sky turns gray, like the world itself's gonna fade away. There's a sign ahead but I can't read, just a blur of doubt and a final need. If there's something waiting at the end of this, it ain't forgiveness, it ain't bliss, just a place where the road gives out and the silence swallows every doubt. I'm on a slow ride to the end of mercy, where the past don't fade and the scars stay dirty. Every breath I take feels borrowed in, like the dark's already settling in. Hear the engine fade like a last goodbye under hollow stars in a dead black sky. I don't turn, I don't mend, I just roll till the bitter end. Slow ride, no escape. Every mile seals my fate. No light, no release. Just a road that never leads to peace. If you see headlights drifting slow at night, but they don't get closer, and they don't feel right. And don't follow, don't pretend, 'cause some roads don't ever end. Parou na velha estação, mala na mão, poeira no chão. O mesmo banco, o mesmo farol, mas nada brilha como antes, nem o sol. And there's a low drum beating in my chest tonight, like a worn out engine barely holding tight. Got a cigarette burn where my past should be, and a trail of ghosts walking next to me. I ain't running fast, just a steady fall. Every mile I take feels like last call. There's a cross in flames in my rearview line, but I never stop, I just take my time. And the night leans in like it knows my pace, like it's got my name in a resting place. I'm on a slow ride to the end of mercy, where the road runs dry and the truth runs dirty. Every heartbeat drags like a chain on stone, and the silence hits like I'm not alone here. The tires hum like a funeral song for the man I was that's been dead.
There's a chapel out past the crooked trees, where the air stays still and the shadows breathe. No cross out front, just a splintered frame and a rusted bell with no tongue to name. I was led there once by a voice I knew, sounded soft like truth, but it cut right through. Said, step inside, lay your burdens down. But the door slammed shut without a sound, and the light went dead like it feared that place. Left me staring at my own face. The bell never rings, but it calls me still. From the hollow dark of that broken hill, every prayer I speak just fades away, like it never had a word to say. Hear the silence crawl through the rotting beams, like it feeds on faith and forgotten dreams. I don't kneel, I don't confess, just drown in a truth I can't address. There's a pew with a name carved deep in the wood. I traced it slow like I knew I should. Every letter cut with a shaking hand, truth was more than it could withstand. There was wax on the floor from a melted plea, like someone begged not to be what I'd be. And the walls leaned close when I spoke out loud, like they carried the weight of a buried crowd. And the air grew thick when I tried to pray, like the words themselves just slipped away. The bell never rings, but it calls me still from the hollow dark of that broken hill. Every prayer I speak just fades away, like it never had a word to say. Hear the silence crawl through the rotting beams, like it feeds on faith and forgotten dreams. I don't kneel, I don't confess, just drown in a truth I can't address. There's a figure there by the altar rail, with a crooked spine and a face gone pale. He said, I've been here since I lost my way, since the bell went silent that final day. I said, why don't you leave this place? He just smiled with a hollow face, said, you don't walk out once you come to see. Then he slowly turned and he looked like me. My heart beat slow, like it knew that truth, like the past and present had split in two. Every breath I took felt borrowed and thin, like I never really made it in. I climbed the steps to the altar stone, with the weight in my chest I had always known. Put my hands where the others bled, felt a pulse run cold through the words unsaid, and the silence screamed without a sound as the walls began to close around. Now I sit in that pew where my name was carved, with a faith long dead and a soul half starved. I hear footsteps come, but no one's there, just the echo of a whispered prayer. And I see new faces drift inside, with that same lost look they try to hide. But I don't speak, I just watch them kneel, and I wonder if this is how they'll feel. The bell never rings, but it calls us all to the quiet place where the faithful fall. Every word we trust turns to dust in time, in a house that feeds on the lost and blind. Hear it breathe through the cracks in stone, like it's claiming hearts it is always owned. We don't leave, we don't confess, just become what we can't suppress. The bell never rings, it just lets you stay in the space where belief starts to decay. Every doubt you hide comes crawling through, till there's nothing left that you thought you knew. If there's God, He don't hear this place, left us locked in a cold embrace. We don't rise, we descend to the sound of a bell that will never end. So if you hear that silence call your name from a broken hill wrapped in ash and shame, don't step close, don't cross that line, 'cause the moment you do, it becomes your shrine. And you won't hear bells or a voice or a plea, just the sound of nothing where you used to be. In a chapel still, where no soul sings and the silence tolls, where the bell never rings. da cidade a baixa guarda. There's a wind that howls through the dead corn rows. Where it comes from nobody really knows. It don't just blow, it calls your name, like it's dragging guilt through a field of shame. I was young when I first heard it cry through a broken fence on a moonless night. Daddy said, boy, that ain't the breeze, that's the sound of things you'll never leave. And it followed me far past the county line, like a shadow stitched into my spine. The wind knows what I did back then, carries it slow through the hollow again. Every lie, every buried sin comes back alive when it rolls back in. Hear it whisper low through the trees and dust. You can't outrun what you become lost. I don't hide, I don't pretend, 'cause the wind knows where it begins. There's a field out back where the ground turned wrong, where the grass grew thin, then it all went gone. I remember the night, but not the why, just a shaking hand and a cut-off cry. There was dirt on my boots, blood on my sleeve, and a truth so dark I could barely breathe. I said, this'll stay where it's laid to rest, but the wind just laughed from the empty west. And it rose up cold when I turned away, like it marked the ground where I'd one day lay. The wind knows what I did back then, carries it slow through the hollow again. Every lie, every buried sin comes back alive when it rolls back in. Hear it whisper low through the trees and dust. You can't outrun what you've become or lost. I don't hide, I don't pretend, 'cause the wind knows where it begins. Met a drifter once by a roadside sign, said that storm behind you, it ain't just time. He looked at me like he'd seen it before, like he knew what was buried beneath that floor. I said, you don't know a thing about me. He just smiled thin and turned to leave. Said you'll hear it louder before the end. Then he vanished right in the wind again, and the sky turned black without a cloud, like the silence itself got too loud. Every breath I took felt sharp and thin, like the storm was already under my skin. I tried to drown it out with a bottle of lies, but it screamed right through like 1,000 cries. Every gust hit hard like a hammer blow, saying dig it up, let the truth be known. So I went back out to that cursed patch of land with a trembling heart and a shaking hand. But the ground was bare like it never stayed, like something else had already claimed. Now the wind don't pass, it lives in me, in every breath and every memory. I hear it speak when I close my eyes, through the cracks of truth I denied. And I see that light in every dream, every shadow ain't what it seems. If there's a peace, it's long been gone, just a storm that keeps dragging on. The wind knows what I did back then. It don't forget and it don't pretend. Every step I take just feeds that sound, like it's circling close, pulling me down. Hear it howl through my hollow chest, like it won't stop till I confess. I don't run, I don't defend, I just wait for it to descend. The wind don't stop, it just digs in deep through the bones of guilt I tried to keep. Every breath I take ain't mine to hold, just a borrowed life already sold. If there's mercy, it missed this place, left me here in a storm I face. I don't break, I just bend, till the wind takes me in the end. So if you hear hear that wind at night, through the trees where there's no light, don't speak, don't let it in, 'cause it don't forget, and it don't forgive sin. And when it calls, don't answer again, or you'll become what rides the wind. So if you hear that wind at night, through the trees where there's no light, don't speak, don't let it in, 'cause it don't forget, and it don't forgive sin. And when it calls, don't answer again, or you'll become what rides the wind. So quando a cidade baixa guarda, there's a wind that howls through the dead corn rows. Where it comes from, nobody really knows. It don't just blow, it calls your name like it's dragging guilt through a field of shame. I was young when I first heard it cry through a broken fence.
There's a well out back where the rope's long gone, just a circle of stone that the dark leans on. No one draws from it, no one dares, but you hear it breathe when the night air stares. I was told as a child, don't look inside, don't lean too close, don't test your pride. But the deeper the warning, the more it pulls, like a truth buried down where the silence rules. And I felt it shift when I crossed that line, like the dark below had a voice like mine. The well still echoes when I call my name, through the hollow dark and the buried shame. Every word comes back just a little wrong, like it's been down there for far too long. Hear it whisper low from the endless deep, where the things we hide never really sleep. I don't turn, I don't yell, I just listen to the voice in the well. There's a bucket chain rusted to the side, with a stain that never quite dried. I don't recall what it held before, just the sound it made when it hit that floor. There were marks in the stone, like someone climbed or tried to escape what they left behind. And I swear I saw fingers etched in place, like they slipped back down without a trace. And the air went still when I leaned in close, like it knew exactly what I'd exposed. The well still echoes when I call my name, through the hollow dark and the buried shame. Every word comes back just a little wrong, like it's been down there for far too long. Hear it whisper low from the endless deep, where the things we hide never really sleep. I don't turn, I don't yell, I just listen to the voice in the well. There's a story told about a man who fell, said he screamed for hours from that same old well, but no one came and the sound just died. Or maybe it changed or multiplied. I dropped a stone just to hear it land, but it never hit, it never slammed. Just a breath came back slow and pale, saying words I knew a little too well. And the voice grew clear as it called me near, not from below, but right here. I tried to step back, but my feet stood still, like I'd already given in to the will. Every heartbeat matched that hollow sound, like my pulse belonged to the ground. Then I heard it speak without delay. You didn't come here, you were led this way. Now I walk that field where the well still waits, with a silent pull I can't escape. I see others come with that same lost stare, drawn in by something they're not aware. And I try to warn, but no words come out, just a broken breath wrapped in doubt. Guess I'm part of what calls them near, just another echo they'll soon hear. The well still echoes, but now it's me, in the voice they hear when they lean to see. Every word I speak pulls them down to the hollow dark beneath the ground. Hear me whisper low, just take a look, like the lie I once mistook. I don't leave, I don't dwell, I just become the voice in the well. The well don't end, it just repeats. Every soul it drags beneath its deep. Every scream just turns to guide for the next one standing at the side. If there's mercy, it don't reach down to the depths beneath this cursed ground. I don't live, I don't tell, I just echo on inside the well. So if you find that circle of stone one day, and you hear your name in a distant way, don't lean close, don't try to tell if it's real or just a spell. 'Cause once it speaks, you'll break that shell, and you won't leave, you'll just become another voice inside the well.
There's a road that bends where the black crows cry, past a rusted sign where the lost souls lie. Wind cuts deep through the broken pines, like a whispered curse from another time. I was born where the river don't run clean, raised on dust and a dying dream. Mama said, boy, don't chase that flame, but I lit it up just the same. Now the sky bleeds red at the edge of night, and the past comes crawling back to life. Under a graveyard sun, I keep riding on, through the smoke and the sin till the daylight's gone. Every shadow knows what I've become, just a ghost out running from a loaded gun. Hear the devil hum and the engines cry, while the angels hang from a barbed wire sky. Saved, I ain't undone, still chasing that graveyard sun. Met a man with a face like a shattered stone, said he'd sell me peace if I sold my soul. He had golden teeth and a crooked grin, smelled like hell and cheap bourbon gin. I said, son, I've been down that road. He just laughed like he always knows. Then he tipped his hat and he disappeared, left me drowning in doubt and fear. And the wind whispered low through the desert sand, you can't outrun what's in your hands. Under a graveyard sun, I keep riding on, through the smoke and the sin till the daylight's gone. Every shadow knows what I've become, just a ghost out running from a loaded gun. Hear the devil
hum and the engines cry while the angels hang from a barbed wire sky. I ain't saved, I ain't undone, still chasing that graveyard sun. There was a girl with eyes like a midnight storm. She could break a man, she could keep him warm. Said she loved me once in a motel room with the neon cross and the cheap perfume. But love don't last where the wild hearts roam. It burns too fast, then it turns to stone. Now her memory cuts like a switchblade line through the veins of this life of mine. Voice when the silence screams, calling out from my shattered dreams. Says you can run, but you can't go free. There's a chain in your blood and it holds the key. Oh, the preacher man said I could be reborn, but he never stood where my soul was torn. Never felt that fire in his bones at night. Never danced with death in the pale moonlight. Now the miles stack up like a sinner's debt. Every road I take leads to more regret. There's a cross in flames in my rearview glass, and a past I know I can't outlast. Still I drive through the endless dark with a fading prayer and a broken heart. If there's mercy waiting down the line, it's a long, long way from mine. Under a graveyard sun, I keep riding on through the smoke and the sin till the daylight's gone. Every shadow knows what I've become, just a ghost out running from a loaded gun. Hear the devil hum and the engines cry while the angels hang from a barbed wire sky. I ain't saved, I ain't undone, still chasing that graveyard sun. Under a bloodshot sky where the lost ones run, I keep digging graves for the things I've done. Every mile's another nail I drive, just to prove somehow I'm still alive. If redemption waits, it's a silent one, buried deep where the cold winds come. I ain't healed, I ain't numb, still chasing that graveyard sun. So when I'm gone and the wheels don't turn and the last match fades and the bridges burn, lay me down where the blackbirds sing, on the edge of nowhere, where I've always been. Let the dirt fall soft, let the story end. No need for prayers, I won't pretend, just a name carved out in a world undone. Here lies a man who outran no one, still chasing that graveyard sun. Still chasing that graveyard sun.